Beware of the vacuum. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard the BUBBA'S update for Monday, June the 28th. As we end the month end, quarter end, and of course we got jobs this week, but nothing could be worse than how slow it's going to be with the July 4th holiday coming up, and most people can't wait to get out of town. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, this update is brought to you by our friends at Tradier Brokerage. And of course, Tradier, we have other brokers, to be clear and to give full disclosure. But again, for my money, Tradier is by far the best. Listen, $10 a month, it's enough to fund an IRA every year with the savings and commission. And of course, we've got their APIs, which allows us to automate our equity portfolios to you at no cost because it's part of the membership, and at a small cost for the hedging portfolios. But again, and there's no additional cost from Tradier if you'd like to have it done automatically for you based on, our specifications for the equities and your specifications for the hedging. In the meantime, the markets are kind of funky. The NASDAQ is up 123 at new all-time highs. The Dow's down 150. The Russell's down 100. And then S&P is flat. I don't know. This is what it's going to be like all week for sure, if not longer. And when we look at the picture, okay, again, we're long everything. Actually, we're long everything now. Okay. So I'm sorry, we're long everything but the Dow. In the meantime, okay, in the metals market, suddenly, as after being kind of whippy, gold and silver and platinum have picked up a little bit this morning. Now, again, we don't trade platinum. We would now be long, though, if we did, but we don't trade it anymore. We are short gold and silver, and they are nothing but a consolidation pattern, which is just a waste of time. They'll break one way or the other, and I would suggest that they'll probably break to the downside. But we're going to stay short and until it reverses and gives us a signal to be a buyer. The dollar is slightly lower. It's been pretty sloppy and kind of all over the place today, but a little bit lower. The crude oil suddenly, for whatever reason, fell out of bed this morning at some point after being higher, is now down almost $1. Again, we expect crude to go much higher, and we're still long. But this is the crooks from OPEC and the ignorance of the administration for eliminating our own supply to begin with. It makes no sense, and especially when you combine India and China, which will never go green, and continue to pour down the coal. So, but hey, who am I? I'm just a guy. Okay. In the meantime, Bitcoin is popping nicely, which we expected. Look, it's going to be a wild trade in the crypto world, and I don't think you should be thinking anything other than that's going to be it. And remember, the risk is higher in that particular commodity. But again, you have to just, be willing to understand what your risk and what your exposure is. Copper is lower, and we're short. Nat gas is higher, and we're, of course, long, which is very unusual for this time of year, but you can thank the administration if you're long nat gas here. It's $2 higher than it was a year ago at the same time. The bonds and notes are charging higher, and, of course, that means lower interest rate for longer, and I think that you're going to see another run. I think part of this is that this week is going to be extremely quiet with lack of real any energy. So I think that we'll continue to see these markets move, and of course, in the grains, you've got a pop this morning. Corn, wheat, and beans all charging higher. Now again, is this the turn? We're short across the board at the moment, but is this the turnaround, or is this just a temporary dead cat bounce? Hard to say, but we would say that based on the overall selling that we saw last week, a bounce is not a surprise, and I would not be surprised if it failed, maybe not today, but tomorrow or whatever. And in the meats, protein complex, cattle is lower. Hogs are charging higher, which I said on Bubba's Bottom Line yesterday to expect a limit up. Maybe we're going to get it today. Okay. And as I said, cattle is lower. So look, we're long cattle, short hogs, but they're working very well and they're going in the right direction as they should. And in the softs department, Cotton is higher and we're long. Coffee is higher, we're short. Sugar is higher and we're short. Cocoa is lower, and we're short. And OJ is mixed and we're short. So look, bottom line is we had a nice week last week and we'll continue to play the trends, play the mechanics, and be mechanical traders without trying to get our opinions too much involved. In the meantime, don't forget about our other sponsors that bring this update to you every day. And of course, our other brokerage partner, and again, I remind you, I have other futures brokers as well, but our other futures partner in brokerage is CTG, or Capital Trading Group. And look, they got great customer service. They call you on the phone if you need help. They help you get set up. And they're the only ones we've authorized to do our letter of direction trading. Plus the fact they've got some great managed futures products and they trade all my accounts. So what does that tell you? What I think of them. In the meantime, they're a great job. And if you want to check them out, you can go to info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. That's info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. And our great partners at Family Farmers. In fact, I talked to them this morning, getting set up for the July event, and I can't wait to get there. Listen, we all have the same views on what we want to do with farmers and help them do a better job with the money part. They do the farming great. We want to help them with the protection and the money part. And in the commodity report written by Andy Hecht, he has been feverishly working on the quarterlies. And again, if you're in the commodity space and you're not reading Technomental, you should go see a doctor, because there's no report that is this good in the entire industry. And our high school program at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That's patreon.com/Bubba Trading. In the meantime, be very careful. There will be vacuums in these markets, which means that suddenly it'll move gigantic in one way or the other on nothing. Okay. In the meantime, have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow with another Bubba's Daily Update. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later.